ます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな天気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで降る予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の食上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが出ています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は気温が低くなって寒くなるところがありそうです。お花見の方はお散歩をご注意ください。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨のところが多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側中心の西側は広く雨が降りそうです。全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、関東から西の地域の西6度まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日
すみません、桜様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からのです。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな天気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで降る予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の食上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが出ています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は気温が低くなって寒くなるところがありそうです。お花見の方はお散歩をご注意ください。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨のところが多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側中心の西側は広く雨が降りそうです。最近の今朝よりも低いところが多いでしょう。札幌から東京にかけては冬型です。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、関東から西の地域の西6度まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日
すみません、桜様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からのです。ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな天気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで降る予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の食上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが が届いています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日はみんなでとなって寒くなるところがありそうです。お花見の方はお子さんとお付き合いください。では、明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃からお天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨の降るところが多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側地域の西日本、沖縄は広く雨が降りそうです。最低気温は今朝よりも低いところが多いでしょう。札幌から新潟にかけては冬晴れです。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度。
Oiga, cacique descontinuado. Esta es la segunda advertencia que le hacemos. Oiga, cacique descontinuado. ¿Qué pasa a los pepenadores? Esta es la segunda advertencia que le hacemos. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué pasa a los pepenadores? Algo grave puede sucederle.
How is everyone doing? I hope you're excited. I hope you're doing well. Just adjust the glasses. All right, here we go. Another show, another day. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing all right because can you hear me well? But yeah, should be this one should be working fine. Just let me know in the chat if you can hear me well. I made some adjustments to the microphone. Just want to check if the sound is better or not. Anyways, everything is pumping, guys. Yeah. Everything is pumping. Oh yeah. I'm happy. I'm excited. I told you guys this was certainly a possibility, right? 2 more weeks turned into 2 more hours, I guess. Yes, Pedro in the house. Yes, with a chili piri piri. Yes. Let's fucking go, sir. Let's fucking go. The HEX song is working. The HEX song is pumping the fucking markets. Told you guys, it works, man. Believe the power of the prayer. It does work, guys. It does work. Tech Duke, how are you, sir? Trump will finally pump our bags after he and his family have loaded up theirs. Yes, exactly, sir. I heard that he sold a little bit, right? Or at least that's what I heard. Anyways, yes, man. He loaded, and he told us, load too because everything will pump at some point, right? He didn't tell us that, but it was implicit. Right? So, guys, has it started? Are we finally moving into the alt season, into the shitcoinery season? I hope so, but we'll see. Still very early, guys. Still very early. The pump just started a few hours ago, and we'll see what happens. But I saw something about being like everyone FOMO'd in, but it was like some fake news, whatever. I like you know how I am, guys. I haven't really followed. I know it was something related to tariffs, right? But yeah, I didn't really check the Twitter news yet. Honestly, I literally put my kids to bed, came here, and I was actually listening to that Twitter Spaces, the Kiar the Ghost Twitter Spaces. You know the Twitter Spaces for sure. And SolidX was there actually talking, and he was saying a lot of things that I agree with. And I did not know that he's building a casino, which is nice because the PDP guys are also building a jackpot game. So we'll see if there's like any synergy there, potentially. Because I guess they're both from Portugal, so we'll see what happens anyways. But it was a good spaces. They were talking about interesting stuff. Was the guy talking about Famous? Yeah, Famous was also talking about RWAs, which is something that I'm interested in, and I'm working with I'm actually working with a project in that sector, RWAs from Portugal. in a very particular and very peculiar sector. So I'm not sharing this publicly yet because there's still some work to do. We're still doing some stuff, but I mean, but I think it has, like, legs to run. I think it can be something quite powerful if done correctly, right? And like my thing about like any of these projects that I'm talk about, because there's like two tiers, right? There's the tier of projects that I just buy the coins, right? And I talk about them because I buy the coins. There's the other tier of projects that I help somehow, right? It can be in many different ways. I'm never specific. It doesn't matter what I do, right? Never matters what I do. I'm just helping or promoting, right? That's it. I'm a enthusiast, right? But sometimes I can be more than an enthusiast, right? I can be hands-on, right? Um, and that's the second tier of projects that I promote, right? And one of them is actually RWI, and on that particular one, I could be more hands-on. Right? I'm not saying that I am or that I'm not. I'm just saying that's a possibility, right? Um, which is great, right? Because tokenomics is actually my thing, and because it might be possible to actually launch on PulseChain. We'll see. We'll see. Very early, very soon to tell. We'll see what happens, but it's interesting anyway. So I'm doing all the efforts that I can to actually launch it on PulseChain. But we'll see. It's still early. Um, oh, musically a bit loud. Okay, sorry, man. Thank you. Okay. Let me know. Wait. Is it better now? Let me know if the music is now tech dude. Is better now, tech dude. Hey, how are you doing, sir? Good, good. Glad to see you. Glad to see you here. Um, you've been away, sir. You've been away during the dip. I hope you've been buying, anyways. I hope you've been buying. Oh yeah, can you lower the sound? Yeah, sure. Done, done. Lower the sound already. Yeah, sorry about that. What are your thoughts about the bear versus Teddy war? All these PvP helps burn PLSX. Yes, I like that. Man, you know me, tech dude. I love drama. The more the merrier. It brings attention to both tokens, to the OG one and to the new one. Um, do I have a preference? No, I don't have a preference. For me, it doesn't really matter. The market will choose at some point, right? If it has chosen already or not, I haven't checked, like, both prices. I still hold bear, right? The other one, I don't. No, I haven't bought it. I haven't bought it yet. I did look at the chart, but I was like, nah, not for me now. Maybe if it jumps, otherwise, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Teddy War is good, actually. Teddy War is good. It does help PulseX, more buy and burn. It does help the network, more drama, more content. It's good. I'm happy. Red Bull Vodka, what's up, what's up, what's up, bro? How are you doing, sir? Glad to see you here. Everybody's here tonight. I like that, man. I like that. The price, man. I told you guys, like yesterday and the day before, this was kind of dying in the sense that prices were down. Nobody was like interested, like engaging, right? And we did a very good episode about stablecoins that you should check out. An episode especially for Temtem, because she asked me a question. And I was like, all right, instead of a Twitter thing, I'm just going to do a video with some content, right? I prepared a very, very, very small presentation. So yes, check that stablecoin episode out. Jacked with some eHEX before the pump. Nice, perfect. Perfect, sir. Buy some tokens. Make sure you're loaded. Make sure your bags are filled. That you're happy. Because yeah, at some point, and I think this could be it. Right, this could be it. We will go up. We will go up, and we will not stop. And then you'll regret not buying harder. Right? You'll regret not buying harder. You'll forget how hard it was. You'll forget how hard it was because um, it will be grand candle season and everybody's happy and excited. You'll be like, yeah, like it's so obvious now. How did I not foresee it? But it's hard, man. It's actually hard because you never know when the bottom is in. You never know, like, anything, right? Like everything seems the darkest before uh, you know before it's sunny again, right? I was away because I couldn't listen to Sami talking about pDAI anymore, and I'm home alone. I understand it. Like I don't care. I don't care. Like I've disconnected from the pDAI drama since, like, since it became obvious that it was being exploited, right? And I understand all the nuance, and I understand all the stuff that might potentially happen, that it's good for pDAI, but it's like at this point I don't care. There's better narratives in my opinion, right? pDAI narrative was very good, like so strong, so crazy. I really believed in a potential peg in the future, but at this point it's ridiculous. It makes no sense. And I've moved into the RH meme coins because in my opinion that's where most of the games will be, right? I haven't abandoned the course in any way, but my attention right now is focused on the RH memes 100%. I will not lie about it, right? That's where my attention is. It's new. The rule, new is always better, and this new is actually from RH, so it has the seal of approval from the king, so there are no fucking excuses. I know that you guys haven't bought them, as you should, but you will, and you will regret it not buying hardware. Right? This is my prediction. You know who I am, right? You know who I am. Evening, how was Lenny? Yeah, Lenny was great, bro. Lenny was great. Had a great time, fantastic time. He's like 6 years old and he has more energy than me, man. It's insane. I don't know what he does, but I would do it too, bro. I would do it too, 100%. Great show, man. Thanks for asking, Shishu. I had great fun yesterday at the Lenny Kravitz concert. Nice tickets. I was very close to the stage, right? So it was nice, very nice. Anyway, guys, the prices are pumping. I'm happy. I'm excited, and therefore, I'm gonna play the hex song because we already have 50 people watching, so we deserve the hex song. You guys deserve the hex song. The prices are pumping, and we need to feel excited. We need to feel pumpy. We need to feel happy, man, because it's a very small win, but an important one, guys, an important one. Don't forget. So let's fucking do this. The hex song. Let me stop the music for a second and boom.
Barish the pinky.
What have we got here?
Barish the pinky.
Pair of puffs.
Barish the pinky.
Sodomite.
Barish the pinky.
What have we got here?
Barish the pinky.
Pair of puffs. About town.
Barish the pinky.
Sodomite.
Barish the pinky.
What have we got here?
Barish the pinky.
Pair of puffs.
Barish the pinky.
Sodomite. In frilly lace.
Barish the pinky.
Amazing. I really like this song. It gets me going, it gets me excited, and I like that. Very good. Let me see what you guys are saying. Red Bull vodka. I'm just happy. Yes, sir. What needs to happen for Interpol to remove the accusations? Alright. Any thoughts? Good question. Shadows Rage. I don't know, man. I have no. I think it's just a political thing, I guess, right? So if somebody from the United States government made an appeal, or I don't know how that works, to be honest. I'm not really a lawyer, and that's not really my field of expertise, but I guess it's political, right? It's something political, so could be the government making a request or something like that. Most pun intended pump tires coins are rate related. Will there be one? What do you mean? Will there be a point when they aren't? I'm not sure what you mean. There's tons of coins that are rate related. He created 21 coins at least, from the ones that I can see, right? So probably there's even more, I guess. And so there's a nice list of RH coins created on pump on tires. So I would check those out probably, right? That would be my first strategy. Especially because they dumped a lot, right? They had the initial pump, then they dumped a lot, and right now there's not many people talking about them, and the people that are talking about them, right, they just focus on most and pump, which is absolutely fine, right? For me, it's absolutely fine, but narratives change, right? and there's like, again, there's like 20. So I would look into other opportunities too, right? To the more, yeah, exactly. The more popular ones on Pump, right? Besides, like, there's a lot that are popular, right? I would say that there's a lot that are popular. Um, I'm mostly focused on RH ones, right? I'm mostly focused on RH ones. Can RH coins really pump after April 21st after the SEC? No idea, man. I'm not like, I don't think it's the SEC has any meaningful like, um, price action, right? Even the SEC case, that's what I mean. It won't have any meaningful impact on the price action. Sorry. So yeah, I think that ship has sailed in the sense of we already got the news that the case was dropped, right? We had the pump related to the SEC case dropping. So yeah, and we had the dump after that, right? Because I think a lot of people were just waiting for it to cheat out, I guess. And like these past 2 days were interesting in that sense, because I saw a lot of tweets. For example, like someone from what's his name? Hodlonomics, yes, the guy Hodlonomics. He was like a pDAI guy, right? And then he got butthurt or something, like, because of like all of the drama, and he was like, "Oh, I'm leaving PulseChain. I'm going to Solana." Awesome, just to, like, fuck the, like, just G out. That's good. It's good that, like, the people who pretended to have like actual faith are cheating out now. That's actually amazing. It's very good. It's a great sign, And they were, like, I believe it was like saying something like, "When it pumps, I'm gonna just sell on you and get the fuck out." Yeah, awesome. Probably you'll sell too early, and that's awesome. That's great, man. I mean, I cannot complain. That sounds amazing. Again, like, the initial pump, like, is always the slowest and the hardest. Like, the first 10x will take some time, but then after that it will be highway, basically. Like, yeah, it will go very fast, very, very fast. So I foresee a lot of people, cheating out on the first 10x. So that's a good thing. Which means that I think we'll pump hard, but like, only the coins where, like, these people are not in, right? That's why I'm focused a lot on the memes, right? Because I know that, like, a lot of the pDAI and OG guys are not on these memes, right? And if they are on most and pump, right? That's the one that they kind of got into, which is great, man. Which is great, because everybody went to the same tool, some people went to die, right? But, like, the chart kind of shows that most of them kind of cheated out already. So yeah, man, I'm super I'm super hopeful for a lot of them, because they will be surprised. There will be surprises for sure, right? A lot of coins that people are not even expecting will pump crazy hard. I'm talking about these RH memes, right? For, like, whatever the reason is, like, for example, RH pump other pump will get 30% or something, right? And it can be for many reasons, right? Maybe because either pumps, or like whatever ticker pumps, or maybe because that community interacts with us for some reason, because of the price action, right? So it can be due to so many reasons, right? That I'm not going to try to predict that part. The only thing that I can predict is one of them will pump hard, right? Besides the ones that we are expecting, like pump, most, die, right? These are the three major ones, like, by liquidity and volume, right? So besides these three, which will obviously pump, right, there will be others that will pump as much or even harder than these three, right? At some point, I don't know when, but at some point. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that, like, my strategy is always the same. It's super simple. It's like, when nobody's looking, it's when I like to get it. When I see that nobody's talking about these meme coins, and for me it's such an obvious play, right? I had the list for like a long time, and I just waited, literally, for the moment that I thought was like the bottom, right? And then I got in on all of them, because I don't know which one will have the strongest narrative. Right? I have no fucking idea. It's impossible for me to predict that. So, yeah. And if you want to go on the safe side, right, you can just get into the ones that are the most liquid and that people like the most, like most pump and type, right? Those, I guess, are the three most liquid RH memes. But then again, it means that there's less opportunity there, right? It works both ways. Cryptoland, hi sir, how are you doing? I hope you're doing all right. Everybody's man, everybody's here, everybody's excited, guys. I'm happy, man. I'm happy with this price action. We'll see if we can keep going. We'll see. It's still soon, but it's like we're already kind of like in a moment, right? It's already springtime, you know. So time for the pump to begin. You know, the pump to begin. Especially because everyone, including me, thinks that the summertime will be very good, right? So it would be interesting if we pumped harder now, and before the summer, right? June, May, like June, something like that, we start pumping, and everyone like, damn, we're dead, finally dead. And then midsummer, when everybody's like, we're already going down, boom, ups again. Second turn, right? Something like that. Scotty Scott, how are you doing, sir? Always with the piri piri chicken. Yes, sir. Piri piri chicken is my favorite. I'm gonna have piri piri chicken tomorrow. It's Friday. It's piri piri chicken day. My good sir, one of my favorites. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream, Scotty. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you're doing all right, sir. He's one of the regulars, so he deserves special attention. Exactly. And guys, I think we can go into look at some coins, right? I've been like chit-chatting for like 30 minutes already, saying nothing, literally nothing, right? You guys need to ask me the good questions, the sweet questions, philosophical questions, drama questions, so that we can keep the conversation always going. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like talking about the same shit, right? I'll be like, oh, memes. Have you bought this meme? Oh, have you know about this meme? Ay. I'm just a shiller. Right, so let me share the screen. Actually, let me open a new tab for Twitter and stuff, because I haven't done that. Oh man, I'm a little bit tired, I have to admit. Alright, let me open the tabs. There we go, perfect. Zoom in a little bit. And there we go, let me share the screen. But before I do that, yes, he's still promoting, but oh yeah, Somi and the pDAI. Yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. Somebody will figure it out. It is what it is, It is what it is. He bet, I believe, on the wrong horse, and it happens to every single one of us. At some point, we'll do crazy, stupid shit, bet on the wrong tokens, like buy rug pulls, etc. So, don't blame him if it goes wrong. Don't attack him. I think he did try his best. He did think what he told everybody. So it is what it is, man. It's just you can make fun of him, right? Come on, bro. It was being exploited, and it was obvious. But that's it, right? I would avoid, in my opinion, you can do whatever you guys want. It's freedom of speech chain, right? Freedom of speech chain. So do whatever you fucking want, right? But I think it does a lot of good things for PulseChain in the sense of content creation. It talks about a lot of ecosystems, right? So I think it does, at the end of those good things in terms of content. So obviously, anybody who does things will get wrong things, and they will do wrong things, like the p-copy, for example, which at the end of the day, I think it was I'm not going to say failed experiment, because they will come, but I believe a failed experiment in the sense of the potential that they could have, right? That they could have had, right? Only in that sense. So it is what it is, and I hope I'm wrong. There's still time, and I do hope I'm wrong because I still hold P copies, right? So if they pump hard, I'm happy. I'm happy. But yeah, that's what I honestly think. I think that like that ship has sailed, and we're basically in a new narrative, in a new season. I will never sell my pDAI. I probably won't buy more, but 1000% with losing it. Yeah, exactly. That's a part. Yeah, not to buy more. What I have is what I have. I don't care. If it goes to zero, goes to zero. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I'm not. I don't care. I'm not buying more, right? And I don't care about the narrative anymore. Right? It's not my focus. I hope it does well. I hope it gets fixed, and and I'm forced to upgrade my worldview. Right? I'm happy with that ending because it would be great for the pDAI community. I think it would be great for PulseChain, right? But like, honest opinion, I don't think that will be the outcome in any way, right? So my mind is focused on other things, right? Newer things that have dumped and haven't pumped yet, right? That's what I like. So before I kind of share the screen, let me share this because some of you might not seen it yet, which is my favorite narratives, right? And RH memes, my favorite narrative so far. For like in this moment, right? In this moment, this can change obviously, but usually it doesn't, right? When I because the like if I had made this slide in 2023, right, when PulseChain launched, I would put in number one P copies, right? The other, because that was the new narrative, the new thing, right? So cores for me kind of always appear in second, right? Just my opinion, right? And then products, right? And when I say products, can be meme coins, other like meme coins or products or whatever, right? Stuff outside RH ecosystem. and within the memes, which is my favorite narrative, I kind of have like three categories, right? The first one is the attention ones, which are most pump and either, right? Attention in the sense of these were the ones that got the most attention somehow, right? Most obviously the number one, pump second. I think it's because it's the exchange token, right? And then ADA got a lot of attention because Charles kind of interacted with our community, right? At that time, right, when it launched, and it was crazy, like it pumped like crazy, pumped hard because of that, I believe. So I think it's possible, because it has happened in the past. I think it's possible that we get more of these interactions that will actually help pump the price, right, and onboard more people to the narrative. Second is the FUD ones, and what I mean by FUD, I mean like the red flags on Dex Screener, for example, like people like shitting on the tokens for no apparent reason, and DAI is the best example, I believe. Because for like no reason it has like a lot of red flags, more than pDAI, which is insane, and it's crazy. Like it's I like to buy things that like everybody hates, right? There's exceptions to every rule that I have. There's always exceptions. Like I know there's tokens that have more red flags and are more hated than these DAI. I will not touch them. I don't give a shit if they do 1 billion X. I will never touch them because they're done by people who are scammers and don't deserve our attention. Simple as that. So I will not touch that shit. It doesn't matter how hard it pumps, right? I have standards. Very simple. So yeah, I avoid scams at all costs because we're on richer hard chain, right? And it does not like scams, and neither do I. So there's some like coins that no matter how hard they pump, I'll not touch. I don't really give a shit. I don't care. So the other one is HEX, obviously. But I think like we haven't seen anything regarding the FUD for BitcoinHEX, right? Right now it's fine. Everybody's kind of when it launched. I already saw some comments because I was like sharing it a lot, right? The ticker HEX, like no, it's not that one you're thinking about. It's a new one. Everyone like, no, that one doesn't have utility. It's just a fucking meme, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. It means people get upset, get triggered. And it's like they haven't gotten triggered and they don't give a shit because it dumped, right? But when it pumps a lot, I know HEX, I know my kind too well, and I know that they will basically get triggered, right? When this one pumps harder than the HEX one, the normal, right? Because it will happen. This is new, right? And we'll get attention. So it's only natural, right? shitting on Hex. I love Hex, right? The main one, the original one. I'm just stating the fact, right? This is new and we'll get a lot of attention at some point. And then best just because, like, uh, it's the best, right? So when we become the best chain at some point, like, for obvious reasons, I believe the best will pump hard. Then we have like the wild cards, right? And the wild cards are all the tickers that are basically could be a complete wildcard, right? For whatever reason, like maybe Trump, because Trump will, like, will pump the markets and everyone wants loves Trump and it will pump, or Elon for political reasons. I don't really know, whatever reason, and XRP or Bitcoin or whatever, right? So, and like that, like, and any token can be a wildcard, right? You just need to find reasons that you think that will drive people to buy them or will drive attention, whatever, right? So these were some of my wildcards, right? But you can have yours, I guess. And the other important thing, because sometimes we kind of forget, right? We kind of forget that we're on the far end spectrum of the risk reward, right? So when we talk about cards, right? Cards are, extremely safe, right? In our mind, but don't forget where we are, right? Our extremely safe is already quite risky for the normal crypto investor, right? Which means these coins will pump a lot, right? This is what I mean by this chart, because I don't think that I might have not explained my point with this chart very well before. And my only point with this chart is just saying, look, guys, if you want to stay in cores, it's fine, because like they will pump hard. They are extremely risky in the global context of crypto, right? People outside of PulseChain, they think we are insane and crazy by holding these, right? I'm not even talking about the RH memes or other stuff, right? I'm not even talking about that. That's even more. That's even the craziest, right? I'm only discussing the normal compared to the normal crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum, etc., right? Which are like the safe bets for normie crypto guys, right? So, and within PulseChain, I believe we have our own, well, at least I do have my own risk to reward, table, let's say. And obviously, pDAI is the most risky, could yield them the highest reward. And I'm not telling you guys to buy it in any meaningful way. I'm literally saying, I've said before, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm not buying pDAI. I did it August 2023, and I was happy with that. And that's it, right? I'm not buying more because it's probably most likely being exploited, so it's pointless, right? But if it's not, or if it's fixed or whatever, it can yield crazy results, right? Just being objective, right? Then we have the non-RH memes, right? Because these memes even have even a lower liquidity, right? And these were just two examples. pDAI and Extractor, some two that I like, and I don't know who the founders are. I have no fucking idea who made this. So I don't know. They were made on Fun, but the dev could still have a lot of tokens and sell. I have no fucking idea, right? I just like the memes, and they seem to have some community behind them. So I was okay, buying them basically. So pDAI and Extractor were someones that I identified, right? But my goal with this is that you can put other ones here. Doesn't matter, right? Maybe the TGC or whatever, right? Whatever token that you want to put here that's non-RH, right? Because those tokens usually are more risky than the RH one, right? In our mindset, right? And then we have the RH memes, which are much less risky, right? But compared to the other ones, will probably have lower gains, right? But which is natural. And when I say lower gains, I'm only talking about percentual gain, right? Because everything at the end of the day is kind of tied to liquidity, right? So you might have lower percentual gains, but you can maybe sell more without damaging the chart, for example, without sleeping. That's what I mean. So you can make more dollars even with less percentual gain. Basically, that's what I mean. And then at number 4, obviously, we have the cores which are the most safe bet, basically. And you should expect to be less pumpy, right? And look, this is more or less a rule, but this might not apply exactly like this to every coin, right? Maybe Ink or eHEX are gonna pump much harder than most or pump, or I have no fucking idea, right? I don't know. But this is what I expect, right? From my past experience, this is usually how when I say pricing experience is like I'm looking at mostly liquidity and volume, right? So the ones with the most liquidity and volume right now are the ones that I think it will pump less, right? I mean, that's like obvious, right? For obvious reasons, and the scale goes up. Basically, that's more or less like you know. So we'll see. And don't forget, guys, my largest bags are actually X Inc. So, I mean, I hope I'm wrong. Actually, I hope like those actually pump the hardest, right? But I'm just being objective, right? I can do that. I can have like like big bags in something and like see the like the flaws, right? I could speak about the hex flaws. It's absolutely fine, right? Or ink, like we can identify the flaws of the stuff that I like. I am absolutely fine with that. Actually, it's the way that I see that's the easiest to improve something, right? It's to identify what could be the potential flaws so that we can improve it, right? But it doesn't mean that I don't like those tokens, right? I do love them, but like in PulseChain, there's like too many people in my opinion already talking about cores. So like everybody's focused on cores, which is fine. It's good. I like that, but let me focus on other stuff, right? Because I think it's important to, right? I think it's kind of like important to discuss memes, especially the memes that are not being watched by a lot of YouTubers and influencers, let's say. So at least I have the opportunity to kind of speak about those. And you know why it's important? Because of this, right? Let me just open this a little bit more and let me what is the captions? Let me remove this caption just for a second here. So basically, and well, the chat, let me just, oops, sorry guys, let me not close, but let me close the chat on this slide just to quickly talk about this, because this is from an article from Nick Carter that is about Bitcoin, right? This is about the Bitcoin narratives and how they evolve, right? And if PulseChain is successful in any way, right, meaningfully, I mean, we will need and we will have 100% different narratives appearing and dying, and others like appearing and growing, etc., right? So this is to be expected, right? This is to be expected. So that's why I think cores were like a very big thing, and I think they're kind of like fading a little bit, which is fine, because at some point the interest can grow again, right? I think this is like a cycle, right? So there will be moments where they will grow in attention and value. There will be moments where people's attention will focus elsewhere, right? And like so far, what I've seen is when there was like the all pDAI drama, etc., people were not flocking to cores; they were flocking into new things, right? They were looking for the new thing that could give them that boost, crazy gains, right? Because people are not looking into cores that way, right? They see that there's too much bag holders. There's too many bag holders still selling. That's why RH cut the inflation on both Inc and X, right? That's pretty obvious. Because there's way too many bag holders. People were just taking advantage of the way, pumping their bags and jitting up, right? So that's why I think the memes don't have that sell pressure. They will have, right? At some point they will have, but right now they don't have that sell pressure, so they can move faster. And I think RH wants something that moves faster before, so that it gives the opportunity for people to make money and then move into cores, for example, right? To kind of kickstart the wheel, and then it's much easier for him if he wants to buy some coins, to see, it's much less risky, right, for him, right? And that's good, man. That's good for everybody, for us and for him at the end of the day, which is going to help us too, right? Anyways, should we move into the coins? Yeah, I think so. And before we do that, I need to play the commercial. Guys, you know how it is. I need to eat my piri-piris. And they pay me, the piri-piri guys pay me in piri-piris, right? So that's the only thing I eat. You know how it is, guys. You already know how it is. So I'm gonna play the commercials, because Pedro gotta eat. I gotta eat. All right, let's do this. Stopping the music and boom. Very nice. I do like these commercials. I love these aesthetics. All right. Let me share this room, but before I do that, wait. Let me pour a drink. Let me pour a drink because I need some energy. And yes, then I'll move into the coins. Let me know, guys, if there's anything that you want to talk about, anything you want to discuss, any coin you want to show me, so that I can ignore it. I'm joking. It depends, right? It depends. Some coins I will need to ignore for sure because it is what it is. I respect the game, right? So if you show stuff, I won't block or anything. I do respect the hustle, you know. So I understand. Show me your favorite things. Do let me know. Are you into cars? Are you into memes? Are you into copies? What are you into? Are you into non-rich stuff? Let me know. Okay, let me share the screen. Is it this one? Let me see. Yeah, it's that one, I think. Nice, bro. Because I literally bought it I bought it like 2 or 3 days ago, I guess. So I did not yet remove it. You know, it's like kind of hard to scratch those when you put water. Like when you put water, actually, sometimes they kind of just fade. But this one didn't. So I'm like, forget. I'll scratch it off. It's like at some point it will kind of be scratched off. But you have a good eye, sir. You have a good eye. Docile and welcome to the stream, sir. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, I was sharing the screen, man. You distracted me, sir. You distracted me. Where are we? All right. Are we on Twitter? I hope so. This is the show. Let's reshare this. Boom. Guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on YouTube as well if you haven't already. It's important to feed the algorithm. We need to feed the algorithm so that more people can reach the stream. I love it. I love this meme. Let's fucking go. Yes. Boom. By the way, let me see if there's like newer stuff. For sure. Posting the dum-dums, that orange teddy. Wow. Oh, there's the teddy drama, of course. Maybe you did not do it. I thought you did, but it's good. Smart to not associate yourself with like coins in that sense. Like you're the founder, right? It's easier. I hope so, man. That would be good. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of, we'll see, but it does look kind of dead to me. We'll see what happens. Yes, sir, we just buy hard. Boom. Let's fucking go. Everybody is excited, man. I like this. Right, let me go into coins, right? Oh yeah, I saw this was hilarious, right? This was hilarious, like 300. Let's do another one. I think Karim was actually like asking questions or like whatever, criticizing him. He just dropped by convenience. Oh man, like why do people fall for these scams? And like what I kind of hate about this is like using RH's like words, right? Kind of twisting RH's words, because he did mention an airdrop, but what happened wasn't an airdrop. It was like, oh, let's do a sacrifice, which is not an airdrop in any way, right? It's a different thing. RH mentioned like, look, remove the exploiters and airdrop, right? That's it. Very simple. And that didn't happen. Right? What happened was something less, and it's crazy. Like you do whatever, guys. It's freedom of speech, freedom of movement. So I'm happy that people are launching like whatever things they believe they should be launching, but I'm not participating. That's it. It's my position, and that's it. Anyways, let's move into the coins, guys. Let's move into the coins because I want to see what's happening. Like everything is pumping, and Let me fucking reload this. Let's go. All right, Ada. Yes, Ada is pumping harder. Are we watching? Yeah, we're watching the memes first. Yeah, let's do the memes first. I'm sure they're pumping harder anyways, you know. So, right, nice pump. Still not much volume, but already made a dent. Oh, a nice little pump right here. See, still not out of the woodwork. Still, yeah, kind of. Yeah, still, yeah, we still need to go. Still need to go. Maybe around here I'll get a little bit more excited, right? We still need to do a 2-3x, I guess. So there's some room. There's some room to grow until we're in a much better range, right? Because so far this is nice. Don't get me wrong. This is extremely nice. It was ranging, right? Actually pumped a bit and then dumped again, and it was ranging again. So like if it continues, that's a very good sign. But still early, guys. Still early, right? Still early. You still have your opportunity if you want to get in, right? But we'll see, like, guys. This is. I hope this, and this is the title of today's show, right? I hope this was really the start of the bull season, but it's still too early, right? Too early. We might have another, you know, scare, another dump before things move forward. You know how this works, guys. You know how this works. Like, the only thing that you should be worrying about is it a good time to buy or not? That's it. Like, when you look at any chart in PulseChain, like even these ones, the new ones, right? When you look at this chart, you already know this is not a good time to sell, right? You can see by looking at the chart, it's pretty obvious, right? So your only decision right now is to hold or, you know, buy more. That's it. That's my opinion, obviously. And this also applies to coins, right? This is not something that's specific to, you know, memes or whatever. It's to any coin that you like, because probably it's near all-time lows. So yeah, it's most definitely not a good time to sell, right? XRP doing well. Like yeah, all these coins are very do have very similar charts, and they are yeah, they're moving together, I guess. But they look nice. Great pumps, like 4 coins above 20% on the day. That's good, man. That's extremely good. Extremely good. And the pump just started. Yeah, looking nice. Looking nice. But then again, like still a long way to go. So you know what this means, guys. You still you still have time. If you're still looking for your favorite RH memes. Yeah, you see. Remember my tweet, 30 to 60 days, you know, and I tweeted this when pump.io launched, right? Because I saw a lot of people, you know, buying, you know, the fucking green dildos, and I tweeted, look, guys, 30 to 60 days, that's usually when we have bottoms, right, for new things. And here we are, 55 days, right? Seems to be the bottom, right? For example, for our best. So, I mean, this is like good offer, right? In my opinion. Predicting the bottom at launch. I mean, what else do you want? Literally on the date launch it, I told you, like 30 to 60 days usually. There's more or less when you have like a local bottom, right? Yeah, Hex was more or less like that. So, and EOS and like so many more. They just launch, have a big dump, 90% or more, and then whoop, up and to the right. And actually, let me see how most dumped. I think, oops, not this one. I think most actually dumped. Didn't dump that hard, right? If you pick the top. Oops. Sorry guys, force of habit. Yeah, 90%, around 90%. Yeah, exactly. So perfect. And how long did it took for most? Let me see. No, it's data range. 47. All right. 30 to 60. So around, exactly, more or less around the middle. Yeah, I mean, I bought around here, so I'm very happy with most. With my most bag, I bought it at a great time, man. So it's nice, man. It's nice when you buy the bottom. It feels good. It does feel good. But the best strategy is still to DCA, right? It's still the best strategy because if if things go well, it's fine. And even if things go well for me, like the fact that I bought at at a specific price and not at different price ranges, right? It kind of it gets me more connected to that specific price range, right? Which is not good. But I don't think that's a good thing. Usually it's better when you kind of make a lot of buys, so that you kind of have an average, and I think it's much easier to deal with that personally, right? Personally, it feels less like gambling, right? Basically, that's what I mean. Like this looks good, man. It looks good. Goes around here and kind of wants to pump. It looks good if it doesn't come back like here, right? But it does look good. And this has been like super overlooked, I think, right? In my humble opinion, right? In my humble opinion. Yeah, man. Everything looks nice. Cannot lie. Small pumps. Let me see if you guys are saying. Bro, I was wondering what's the point launching a sacrifice pDAI? Rather buy RHS. Yeah, man, exactly. Like that's why I'm even more bullish, bro. That's why I'm even more bullish. RH launched DAI, and then like the OGs from the community were like, no, let's do a sacrifice. Like, how retarded do you have to be? It's good. It's actually good that you're not paying attention to the one you should be paying. More like it's so good that I had plenty of time to just buy. At any price range that I wanted. Like time. Literally, we had time. Anybody, like, we all had time. And that we'll go into pDAI. We'll go into that one because we'll see that you actually have had double the opportunity, right? It looks like this one, by the way. It kind of looks like it, right? So you had twice the opportunity to buy it. So, and this one looks good to me. By the way, if it keeps pumping, this is a great meme. Let's see that. Where is it? It's not pumping hard, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It will at some point. I think. I could be wrong. But look, see, you had twice the opportunity. Exactly 60 days. We had like this done, but I don't think. Did it go lower? Did here? It did actually. Nice. So this one. So wait. So now I'm confused. Yeah. 60 days ago. Yeah, this one was 30. So yeah, actually the bottom was literally on mark 60, right? 60-day mark. So far the bottom obviously. So this is like beautiful, man. And the chart looks amazing. Nice pump. Then again. Jits out second time, perfect. Like this is so good, so fucking good. Like I love it. So it gave you one opportunity, then another one. Like you're still at it. You're still around, like the zone, right? You had like a massive discount here, but like even if you missed on it, right, you're still like near a nice price range, right? So I think obviously, right. I think I could be wrong, but it does look an awesome opportunity. And like, look here, this is amazing. Like so many haters, right? So many haters. I think it will be this. It will repeat. It will be poetic. Like it will be poetic. You know why? A Red Bull vodka, because just like pDAI, these OGs will miss on DAI from my range. Just like pDAI. Exactly the same story. It will be poetic, you know? Ah man, that's what I'm telling you. Like it's like markets are not hard to navigate. You just need some balls. Did the music stop? No, it's just you just need some balls, and think for yourself. You just need independent thought and have some balls. I don't understand how hard it is. How hard it is. Is it for somebody to just buy the ticker? It has the same ticker. Like people like the like ticker. They if they don't like it, they'll get triggered by it. So it's such an obvious choice. So I agree. It seems like crazy not to at least give it consideration. Right? It's crazy, in my humble opinion. All right, let's move forward. Where was I? That's almost. Yeah, let's do pump. Yeah, man, nice. Looks like most, right? Nice pump, consolidation, and then I think now it will move forward. It wants to go there, right? So some room to go. Let's see some. We'll see some resistance here, but around here, right? Somewhere around here, between 2 and 2.5. We'll see. Right, but it looks good. It looks good. I wouldn't fade on these meme coins, in my humble opinion. Elon looks good too, man. Three green candles in a row. Looks strong. I like it. I like all of that. That's the thing. It's such a good opportunity that they're not even tracked like anywhere. Like it's crazy, man. It's insane actually. Like GoPulse is not tracking them yet. Like nobody's tracking them basically. So like, bro, do whatever you want with this information, but it's like having RH tokens that are not tracked by these platforms, which is insane. And it's like they're new, but they're like 2-3 months old already, right? It's not they're like super new in that sense, right? So it's still a great, I think maybe because of a lot of the downwards price action, a lot of people are in disbelief, right? And they need to see like these coins pump a lot before they're kind of interested, right? So I think that, like, for example, some of these memes need to do like a 5x or something like that, so that people are like start to pay attention, right? So that they kind of, oh shit, maybe I should buy now, right? Yeah, so that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Did we look at XRP? Not yet. It does look weaker, right? But yeah, but also it's still ranging, right? It's still ranging. So this one hasn't pumped yet, but it probably will, right? Let's see, Trump. Let's see, Trump. Yeah, nice. Second green candle in a row. Looks bullish. Looks like it wants to keep going. And we have this baby right here, which is great. Yeah, man. I see no reason for. And Trump is like pumping, helping the markets pump. So, yeah, man. Let's fucking go. Keep pumping, Trump. Keep pumping. I like this one. USDC. Yeah, it had like a DAI, right? Pump and dump near the bottom. We're still near the bottom, right? Like we had green days, but kind of gay, kind of weak. So like this one is looking good actually. So if it continues, it looks good. Let's see PLS. I need to close some of these tabs, man. Okay, wait. Let me close some tabs. Sorry, guys. Right. Yeah, looks. Yeah, doesn't look bad. Like these levels get immediately bought up, which is good. Yeah, if it can continue, right? We'll see. Hey, this. Sorry. But XRP anyways, yeah, it looks good. Still in the downtrend, right? Still in the downtrend. We'll see if it will reverse, right? But the trend is your friend until the end. So if this is the end, perfect. But it's still early. It's still a bit early to know, right? But so which means it's a great opportunity, right? Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. If it's not good to sell, it's good to buy. So simple. Same, man. Same for PulseX, right? Same thing, same story, no difference. And PulseX and Pulse, these are the memes, right? These are the memes. Yeah, but it looks good. Giant dump here and then consolidation. So might be a sign of reversal, I guess. We'll see. Ooh, this one's still dumping, right? Tron is still dumping, right? Crazy good opportunity, guys, in my humble opinion. But yeah, it's still like trending downwards, right? So we'll see if it. I think it will. I think at some point it will just like whoop, reverse, and then consolidate a bit, and then whoop, keep the party going. So yeah, actually, they look good, man. I'm not gonna lie. They look good. They look strong. So we're going to the main watch list, but before we actually, oh yeah, Hex is pumping 20%. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Amazing. Keep doing that. Keep pumping Hex. You are my sweetheart. So let me just before we go into those tokens, let me just see what you guys are saying. What about Pepe? Elon just tweeted Pepe today. I'm getting ePepe and pPepe. Nice, man. Like I would look at Pepe, RH meme Pepe, right? So that's a good option too. Don't forget, because we do have RH Pepe. I did not know that Elon tweeted Pepe today, but that makes sense, right? So Pepe pumping, so that might be why, right? This is why I like to have all the memes, right? Because I don't know which one will pump harder at the end of the day. I have no fucking clue. I don't know, honestly. Could be like everybody thinks is most, so could be, but it might be something else, right? For whatever reason, unforeseeable reason, right? What else? Yeah, before we go, let me just play a very short commercial, just for the kickers, and then we move into the other memes. So let's go.
Underestimate the power of the pDAI.
All right, where was I? There we go. Let me. That said memes, but I meant cars. Sorry. Let me move into the cars. Oh, Pidong is pumping too. Perfect. It had a nice dump, and now it's pumping. Fantastic. Nice hex. Just going. Nice. We had like this crazy week right here, right? Oh, we're looking at the weekly. Sorry, by the way. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful recovery. Beautiful. Amazing. I like this. Nice. Nice recovery. This is good. Whoop. Let's see if the party can keep like keep the party going. Keep the party going. Let me see the ratio right here. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Zoom in a little bit with more. Still downtrend, sure, but it's getting tighter, right? It's getting tighter and tighter. Yeah, let me see if I draw some lines. Where could this potentially be? As far away or? Sorry, guys. Oops. I want to touch like as many points as possible, basically. That's my goal right here, but I know this should be adjusted a little bit, probably. Something like this, more or less, right? You could move this line up a little bit, I guess, but it doesn't matter. My point is like it's getting shorter, right? The range, whatever you want to put these lines, it's getting tighter a little bit, right? That's what I want to show, basically. And I'm sure these lines are not entirely accurate, but just to like prove a point, let's say. It's getting tighter. At some point, like I think it will just blast off, right? This could be it, right? Lots of strong like support here, like insane strong support. So now we have a nice juicy pump. So I think this could be it, right? Like the moment where it starts pumping against PLS. Sorry. Let's see if you guys are asking any questions. No. Everything. Oh yeah, sorry. We already saw these comments about Pepe. Yes, sir. Where was I? Yes. Let's first. I want to see the RH tickers. Nice small pump, but looking good. This was equally too. Sorry. I was looking at the weekly charts just to get better perspective. Yeah, it's still like it still has a lot way to go, right? A long way to go. Yeah, so but it's a similar situation, like to Ethereum, right? To Ethereum, to eHEX. It's kind of like starting to get the range like thinner, right? Sorry, yeah, thinner. So at some point, it will just could range a little bit and then boom, explode. So this could be it, right? This could be like the bottom right here, the local bottom, and then whoop, start another leg up. I'm sure like against PLS is more or less the same, right? This is lock short. Yeah, still just ranging. Okay, not much so far. Yeah, we'll see when it does another push. Sweet ink. Let's see eHEX. Okay, not bad. Still, yeah, still trying to, recoup these levels. We'll see. We'll see how it holds. But I think this was the local bottom, right? It kind of looks like that, in my opinion, against Hex. So yeah, it was on a nice uptrend, kind of dumped, then started a new one. Like seems like a more or less double top, right? And then whoop. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it holds, right? It would be great if it held around like here, right? Even if it just ranges a little bit and then starts a new leg up. We'll see. But we'll see. We'll see. This is a dangerous game, obviously, that you know that you're playing, but it could pay off. It could pay off. All right, PulseChain, yes. Looks good. Looks good, man. Just holding. Just holding, hanging out, taking its sweet time. It's fine. Let's see the the ratio right here. Yeah, holding, still holding nicely. Let's see if it can hold around here and then whoop, start another leg up. Yeah, and it does seem that the market wants to move up. So finally, we might have some relief and start pumping properly, right? We'll see how the rest of the week progresses. It looks like a potential bottom, a potential, right? This is like super new token, right? It could still work. Could still dump, right? We never know. But yeah, doesn't look bad at all. Doesn't look bad at all. We'll see. Still very low liquidity, not much volume. So yeah, we'll see. Still a very new thing. Let's see Gigascoin. Yeah, nice bottom. Held. Now it looks like it wants to move up. So we'll see. But it does look good. The chart looks good. It does look good. Hex 555. It's a good meme. I like Hex memes for obvious reasons because I do like Hex. And you guys know my opinion. My opinion is that memes are a doorway, are an entry to an ecosystem. Just because somebody buys a meme doesn't mean that they're not buying other stuff, right? Oh shit! We have a wolf in the house. We have Saint Wolf. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the stream. Somebody say ink. Yes, sir. I did say ink. Yes. Yeah, man. But as I was saying, like these memes, right? They're kind of, you know, the doorway to the entry point to, you know, other coins, right? So I think we need to treat them with care. That's just my opinion, guys, right? But we'll see what happens with all these non-RH memes. You know, I like them, right? You know, I like them. Some I know who the founders are, right? Like this one, for example. Others I do not, and you know, I don't really care. I like knowing the founders just because I can kind of gauge their intentions, right? And if they're like crazy good or just insane, right? You know, because there's two types of insanity, right? The one that's actually that I believe it's actually productive, and the one that's like just craziness, you know. So, yeah. Anyways, I think yeah, I think it's a good entry point. By the way, Wolf, if you want to jump in, sir, you're more than welcome. Let me put the link here. If how do I do this, man? I don't think I ever shared it. Oh, here we go. I think I copy invite link. So this should be the invite link. Let me drop it here in the chat. If you want to join in, if you want to jump, I think this is the invite link. So please, sir, click the link and I'll see what I can do. Because I never had a guest here. So if you want to jump, you're welcome, sir. as anybody. If you guys want to jump in and chit chat, you're welcome to. Anyways, where was I going? Yes, the coins. My lady. All right, let's see. I haven't checked it in a while. Still kind of dead, right? Which is not bad. Don't get me wrong. This doesn't look bad at all, right? This doesn't look bad at all. I mean, if this is like the bottom, right? We don't know, but if this is the bottom, kind of like ranging, so doesn't look bad, right? And this is like a P copy, right? This is like a P copy, right? So yeah, let's see teddy bear, still pumping. Still pumping. Did it have like a big dump? Yeah, kind of have like a small, well, small more or less. Yeah, but I think it will recover. Actually, I think it will recover, right? We'll see. I haven't sold mine, so I don't care. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. And I like the original. I think it's the OG, right? If it fails, I accept the consequences of my actions. Simple as that. So, yeah. Trump making our lives pity. And by the way, Wolf, if you join in, let me know, because I don't know if you kind of like if it like appears, or if I get a ring or something. So yeah, so that I know that you're waiting if it happens, because I don't know if I'll get a ping or something. I think you can join, right? If you have the, you can just pop in and that's it. At least I do it like I've done it with like to the laptops, right? And when I do it, I just pop in, right? So, yeah, but I'll see. If you want to join, you're welcome, sir. Trump making our lives pity is a good comment, sir. Yes, it is, and he is, man, which is good, man. Like uncertainty, I love uncertainty. You know me, sir. You know me. You know that I fucking absolutely love uncertainty. It makes me. Man, I love volatility, bro. I love volatility. It's awesome, because it's what gives us. When I say us, is us, the smart people, the people who are still here, believing, right? Believing the tools to hodl and to see other people jit out, and that is the tool. Basically, the tool is your ability to look at somebody else jitting out, and you remaining here, like staying here, right? That's the tool. That's the only thing that you actually need to do. That's the only utility you have on the chain, is not jitting out at the wrong time, right? And the wrong time can be many things, right? Like, don't forget you could have sold it on a double, you could have sold it on a double, or on a double, or double, right? Remember that conversation with Hex, that it had like 13 doubles or something? It will happen. It will happen again. Like, I think we'll have coins like with more than 13 doubles, and some people jit out on the first, second, third, right? So miss out on most of the games, right? Even if they jit out on the fifth, they would still have like 6 or 7 more, right? So it is what it is, and I think a lot of people will jit out early, right? That is my opinion. Like, I don't care what other people say, even when we have like 100%, 200% like pumps. We will get at some point like a big juicy dump, because a lot of people will want to jit out before SEC prices, right? Before we reach the SEC levels, right? So that's my humble opinion, because they're tired of waiting. They don't see this ecosystem moving forward. They're like, no, it's all shit. The thing that I believed in is kind of dead, so I'm going to jit out, right? Which is fine. It's absolutely fine. It's good. It's good that they're doing that, because one of the traits of a good investor is understanding when something goes wrong. You have the ability to adapt to the situation, right? And adapt could mean like just moving completely to another chain, because you just cannot handle this. But something that you can handle, it doesn't mean that it won't pump. It will probably pump much harder, right? The fact that you cannot handle it means you don't have like emotional maturity for the stuff that's going on, which is great. which is great. Like nothing will ever push my morale down. It's impossible. I think it's humanly impossible to push my morale down into like crypto stuff. It's impossible. I've been here for like far too long to like be affected by anything. Like I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all, literally. The only thing that I missed was like the Mount Gox, hack. Unfortunately, well, I wish I was here for, during that time, because, and it would be another important lesson, right? So it is what it is. But I've been here for a long time, and I don't give a shit about price action, right? I only give a shit about price action when I want to buy or when I want to sell. Right? That's it. That's it. Like all the rest for me is noise. I don't pay attention to anything else. I like the news for just for entertainment purposes. That's it, because I kind of think it's all a theater anyways, right? And we're just trying to guess. And because I'm not good at guessing, right? I fail far too often. I'm just good at looking at, is this a bottom, a potential bottom, yes or no, and then just waiting. That's it. That's the only thing I do. And because I like to build stuff, it's easier maybe because I'm entertained with other stuff, right? I'm building things, so I'm just entertained, right? Most of the day I'm not looking at charts. As you guys know, sometimes I was going to Wolf and he was showing me the chart. I was like, shit, I haven't seen the Bitcoin chart in such a long time, literally. So it's I'm not even lying, right? I do need to check the chart from time to time to remind myself to go check the Bitcoin chart, because I don't care, right? I most of my Bitcoin is in PulseChain, so I don't give shit right now about Bitcoin. I care about PulseChain. It is what it is. Do I have Bitcoin? Yes, of course, but it's I don't care about that. Even if pumps 10x, I don't care, in the sense that I believe PulseChain is the alpha, is the place to be, right? Is the alpha and the omega, is the everything, because there will be a winner. Whether we like it or not, there will be a winner. There's something I cannot predict, which is who will be the winner within PulseChain. I cannot predict that. I will not even try. Right? I will not even try. That's not my game. That's absolutely not my game. But my game is to predict the winning chain. That is my game. And on that regard, I do believe it will be PulseChain. Right? And now we have other contenders, good contenders like Sonic. It's a good contender, man. I like this. I like competition. I like that there's other people doing different things and moving things forward, right? It's good, man. It's good that RH has proper competition, right? In the sense of there's new chains, new L1s that are doing nice volume, attracting the attention. It means it's also good for PulseChain, right? Whether we like it or not, it's good because it means that there are people buying it, that there's interest, right, on new things. So I do believe PulseChain is the place to be. At the end of the day, that's why I allocate most of my resources into PulseChain. That's it. In the past, I used to diversify more in the sense of chain, right? But I kind of learned that it's much better if you concentrate on the chain that you believe would win, right? Much easier to manage, everything from that perspective, right? And it's much easier to know what's going on with the chain, right? Because there's if a chain is successful, there's so many aspects to the chain that it's very hard to be focused, to be an expert, on many chains, right? And even I'm even talking about the EVM chain, right? I understand how other EVM works, but sometimes they have specifications and specific protocols, and knowing how they work, it's at some point it's too much trouble, right? It's too much noise. I like to learn just for the sake of curiosity, right? Just to understand how the technology works, but that's it. I'm not gonna get dragged into investing, right? That's it. I like to learn, but in terms of fundamentals, I don't think that anything compares to PulseChain, right? Just my opinion. Superstake, no need to comment. Yeah, Superstake is a good project, man. Auto compounds hex, I believe 60 days stake, so that's good, man. I like projects that have utility, that give utility to other PulseChain coins like hex, eHEX, right? And pDAI, yes, pDAI does bring utility to hex, stakes hex C-shares by staking them short term and allowing users to borrow against that short-term hex stakes. Besides, they'll also have normal vaults like PulseChain, PulseX Inc. And from what I've heard, RH memes and even non-RH cards, even that I saw There was a tweet today asking about SolidX. So yes, it's interesting that they'll give the opportunity to other other protocols, right? Which is something that I like personally, right? Not that I like those specific protocols, just the fact that giving opportunity to other protocols, other coins, even if they're non-RH, is good. I guess it's good because there are other communities, and I've told you guys, like at this point, it's not only about RH and RH products; it's about more than that, because this is a new chain, right? So it's important to have many different products and communities operating here, right? And some of them will have nothing to do with RH, right? And I hope we can welcome them too, because this is a new chain, whether we like it or not. And new chains are for builders, right? For people to build things because they like the communities, because they see the fundamentals, because whatever reason. And like sure, like a part of it will be like these people looking into their personal gains, right? Obviously, right? That's part of the game, right? If they see potential, then obviously they want to make some money, which is fine, right? Like it's absolutely fine. They'll also commit time, resources, etc., into PulseChain and promote the chain, I guess. So it's it is what it is. It's how it happens with most new chains, I guess. If you had a token like PTGC text token and you wanted to pair it with 5 tokens to create volume on PulseChain developers, like I'm not the worst guy to ask that, bro. Like 100%, because I don't do text tokens. It's one of the things that I kind of don't touch for. It's not that I haven't bought PTGC or other tax tokens, but I don't hold much of them, and I don't really like tax tokens, right? Not my preference, right? I'm not bashing tax tokens. They're useful. The community likes them, so that's enough, right? That's more than enough. But me personally, it's not really my game, right? I understand the point, but taxing is just like taking economic energy somewhere else, right? I understand there's like a purpose on taxing or fees, but it is what it is. But if I had to, right? If I had to, I would probably pair it with 3 RH memes and three RH memes, ink and ink or eHEX, right? One of those, and some random coin, right? So 4 kind of safe ones, right? And one that's not really that safe, that could work either way, but that it had potential, something that's related to that ecosystem, right? I'm not sure, could be UFO or whatever it is, right? Something that's related. That would be my strategy, right? That would be my strategy. But I would pair it mostly with RH memes, because that's what I think it will pump the hardest, right? In my humble opinion, guys. Don't forget that I could be wrong, so yes, and next time, Wolf, for sure, awesome. Yes, next time, you know that I'm here every single day, so sometimes I'm not here on Sundays, right? Sometimes it's like when it's kind of boring and I'm tired, I'm not here. But otherwise, I'll be here. I'll be here just streaming and chatting about what's going on in PulseChain. Give me ideas, perfect. That's cool. Give me ideas. So yeah, so these are my ideas, man. I'm not. I don't have like that many ideas, right? I'm a simple man, sir. I'm a simple man. I like simple stuff. So I'll do it simple, man. Kiss methodology, like keep it simple, stupid. Literally, like what's the simplest thing then? RH memes. Well, that's it. Maybe cars, right? Maybe cars. So do those too. That's a good idea in my humble opinion. Yeah, let me continue. Sorry, I kind of got lost here, like chatting with you guys. Sorry. Let's see, wrap Bitcoin. Yeah, it's looking good. Like holding nicely. Around 200, yeah, nice. Yeah, it looks good, man. I'm not gonna lie, it does look good. So if you like wrap Bitcoin, could be a great opportunity. Let's see pDAI, just for the sake of it. Since it's still on the watch list, since it's still there, yeah, it doesn't look bad, right? Doesn't look bad, right? I'm not gonna lie. But again, like people are extracting value from it, so just be careful, right? Just be careful with this. But it doesn't look that bad, right? It's kind of holding here, so not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, I added SolidX to the watch list just because the founder is Portuguese, right? So I was like, damn, that's cool. Big Portuguese whale is nice to have. So yes, I'm following SolidX now. Just I like to have builders from my own culture. Believe it or not, I do like that. Man. It keeps me motivated knowing that there are other OG ex-millionaires out there working and doing stuff for the community. So I'm excited by that. I'm happy by that, and actually I hope I can meet him one day. Um, because he seems to be a nice person, smart dude. So I like that. And believe it or not, it's kind of hard to find, you know, Portuguese people like that, especially now. It's kind of like everybody's kind of like socialists, even in crypto, which is sad. So, but it's a reality. So, and that's why I'm like extremely happy, like by having Portuguese people doing stuff, right? So yes, I'm following it now, and does look like a nice time to buy, right? Not saying that you should buy in any way, but the chart looks good, kind of like ranging sideways, so doesn't look bad at all. Let's see what else. Yeah, these ones are dumping, so like very low liquidity. Let's see the extractor. Still dumping a bit, I guess. Yeah, looks kind of dead, right? So this is either excellent or really bad. You know it is, guys. But yeah, it does look kind of dead. So, but like sometimes it is, guys. Looks dead and then boom, massive green candle. I think I kind of covered most of it, right? Sup, Pablo Escobar, you think SolidX is leverage on ink? I mean, I heard some rumors, right? I heard some rumors. I guess no, I know the liquidity is tight, right? It could be, and I know that I heard that the firewall, right, does like ink, so yeah, it could be leverage on ink, right? It could be leverage on ink, so yeah. But again, guys, the reason I'm following right now is because I know the founder is Portuguese, right? And being Portuguese, I kind of feel the urge to support him, right, in his endeavors. But look, I'm not. I haven't looked too deep. I haven't spoken to him yet. So, but anyways, I think it's cool. It does look nice. It has, like, as far as I understand, it has limited supply. All that stuff. It's from Pump.fun, so it looks good in that sense, right? But I do think it in some way it could be seen as leverage on it in some way, right? Could be seen as that, I guess. So nice comment, Pablo Escobar. I like the name, by the way. Pablo Escobar is a great name. So guys, I think we covered most things. Yeah, I think we covered most things in terms of tokens, right? The stuff that's going on. So, yeah, I think I'll jit the fuck out, guys. Sorry, I'll jit the fuck out. I'll leave you before that. I'll leave you with a very short commercial, and then the hack song, and then the usual goodbye video, and that's it. And then we'll see each other tomorrow, because I'll be here tomorrow as usual. Don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, share it with your friends. Tell them there's like a crazy guy in PulseChain talking about these meme tokens, these RH meme tokens, and they do have potential. They do look tasty, tasty treats. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Temtem, hello there. Just in time for the goodbyes, actually. I'm actually jitting out now because I've been here for almost like almost more or less close to 2 hours, close to, right? So yeah, but tomorrow I'll be here as usual, Temtem. So if you're around tomorrow, do hang out, do ask your questions, because yes, we're covering all the tokens now while they're pumping. It makes sense, I believe. So we'll have an opportunity tomorrow, and rewatch the stream if you haven't watched it, by the way. We do cover some interesting topics in the beginning, I think. And see you tomorrow, guys. Let me put I forgot the other one. Doesn't matter. I forgot the goodbye music, but it doesn't matter. Let me just play this commercial and then the hook song and goodbye.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together.
Parish the pinky.
What have we got here?
Parish the pinky.
Pair of puffs.
Parish the pinky.
Sodomites.
Parish the pinky.
What have we got here?
Parish the pinky.
Pair of puffs. About town.
Parish the pinky.
Sodomites.
Parish the pinky.
What have we got here?
Parish the pinky.
Pair of puffs.
Parish the pinky.
Sodomites. In frilly lace.
Parish the pinky. Yes.
ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな天気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れ込む予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はレースに合わせてご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の食上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが出ています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は気温が低くなって寒くなるところがありそうです。お花見の方はお散歩をお願いします。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は秋の雲が多くなるでしょう。その他、太平洋側中心の西側は広くなりそうです。最近の天気される天気が多いでしょう。札幌から日本にかけては不安定です。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、そして関東から西の地域の西の方まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日
すみません、桜様。
日曜日